Hello guys. In today's video we will see that how we used only $5, only a minimum balance of $5 to make a giant balance of $16,000 in just a single video and with a very limited number of traits. So you can see that our balance was $5 and now we are setting the size of our entry and you can see it is an upgoing trend. So we place buy entries with full margin and you can see that till now we are in loss, but it is a very low entry and we are expected to make more profit and we are hopeful about this trade that this trade will make us good profit, and let's see what happens since our balance is very low, like it is very low balance of $5. So let's see how much profit we can make. And you can see I have again placed some buy entries with full margin and the trade is going on. So let's see how much profit do we make in this video, and you have to stay tuned till the end and watch everything very carefully, and you should not miss anything so that you can learn about this strategy and how we make profit. And you can see that the first trade and we are in profit till now. So let's see that how much we can make in this trade. So you are here to see, and let's see how much profit we can make. And you can see that market is fluctuating on its regular move and we are right now $2 in profit. But we are expecting way more, that we can make a lot of profit in this trade. So let's see where this goes and how it will end. But we are very much optimistic about this trade. So we'll just see, and you just have to wait for the right time while trading so you don't have to miss out anything or be impatient so that you will lose. But if you are patient and you watch everything carefully, then it is nothing is difficult for you. And you can very easily use these like trade in an Affian manner and you will make a lot of profit. You can see that the market is continuing. Let's check how much profit we make in this video, specifically in this trade. We'll keep you updated on the next trade, and so far, we are almost at $2 in profit, and it is fluctuating, so we cannot say anything for sure, but we are hopeful that this will go. And you can see we crossed $3 in profit and we are placing more and more buy entries with full margin. And you can see we crossed almost $5 in profit. And so we place more and more buy entries with full margin, and you can see our profit is still growing and we are even expecting it to go even higher. So let's see how this ends and how we can continue with this. So you can see that the profit is going on its regular move, that once it cost $5 and there it is back to $3. You can see there's a boost and the profit costs $7. We place more entries with full margin and we'll see what happens next. And there you can observe that profit has cost $10. And we are again hoping it to go a lot further and make us a lot of profit. So, you can see this here. We will close this trade at $10. Because it was the whole potential of this trade. And we expected it only till here, and we closed at $14, giving us a total profit of $9. So we ended it here. So now we are looking for another trade in you. See, I'm adjusting the size of entry and there it is, the upgoing trend. So we tried to place buy entries with full margin, but they restricted us. So we just decided to adjust the size of the entry and then try to place the entry. So you can see that now we are placing more and more buy entries with full margin, and it is in front of you that again they have restricted us because of the. So you can see we have placed entries with full margin. So we are again placing another buy entries with full margin, and you can see that the market is on its regular move and everything is very clear in front of you. So I don't think there should be any ambiguity for you till now. And whenever I will see if there's any ambiguity, I will try to tell you. But if you find something which you could not understand, I will clarify all your ambiguities in the command section. And now you can see that I'm placing the lower bar on the screen, and now I'm placing the upper bar on the screen, and I've also placed the arrow. And you can see as it is an upgoing trend, so we are placing more and more buy entries with full margin, and we are expected to make a lot of profit. And you can see we have crossed almost $4 in profit. And then here you can see we've crossed $5 and the profit is going on its upward move. And you can see I am placing more and more buy entries with full margin. And there you can see the buy entries are sometimes it restricts us to place more buy entries. It is due to some leverage issue or something else. And you can see that we have crossed $12 in profit, and there we are expected to go more and more. So we'll just wait and for the right time to make the maximum profit week. And with the help of this balance, and let's see how much more we can get. And you can see we have almost crossed $14 and still it's going up. So let's see what happens. And there the market is fluctuating on the regular move, and you can see that we have crossed almost $30. Because our like it, you just boosted suddenly, and there you can see as it boosted we placed more and more entry with full margin, and the profit successfully crossed $30. And we just decided to end close this trade because it was all in this. So you can see we have and closed this trade at almost about $38. So our balance was $14. And so in total, we made $52 in this trade. So it will be our balance for the next trade, and let's see how much we can make in the next trade. You can see that our balance is $52, and now we will look for some next trade and see what type of trade we get, what will be the trend there, and how much profit we can make from the next trade. But one thing which you should keep in mind is that our strategy requires practice. If you have enough practice and experience, only then you can make good profit. Now I'm adjusting the size of entry, and which is I've adjusted it to like the entry size which I used previously. But no, I'm rechanging it again. So let's see. And I've adjusted it and placing more and more buy entries with full margin. And you can see I have placed a lot of entries, but till now we are in loss. But we are expected to go in profit. I have marked the arrow on the screen, you can see, and now I'm going to place the lower base on the screen. Then I will place the upper base on the screen. First, I'll mark the trend line, then we'll position the upper base. You can see I'm placing the upper base now. You can see it is a good trend. So we have instantly placed more and more buy entries with full margin, and you can see we have crossed $17 in profit, and we are still going more and more buy entries with full margin so that we can cross good profit. And you can see we have made almost $44. In this single trade we are in, and the profit has nearly crossed $60. But it is fluctuating regularly. It's a normal movement, so we won't panic about it. It goes up and down. That's how it is. Mean of this? Actual trading that your profit sometimes goes up and it sometimes goes down, and that's all about trading. And you can see that we are placing more and more buy entries, and the profit has again crossed $65, and we are like again it fluctuated back, and then again it went to $60, and the profit suddenly boosted, and it is fluctuating. It is fluctuating very much, but its average is about $65 still, but we are expecting it way more, and it will be way more if it is stick to our trades, and you can see that we have crossed almost $70 in profit, and then we came back again, but we are again hopeful to get more profit from it. If we just the profit is still managed to cross almost $87+, and we are expecting it to go higher than that. We see that we've made $100 in profit, but it's fluctuating a lot. The market is moving fast right now. Sometimes a blessing for you that there's a higher chance that you can lock the maximum profit, and sometimes there's a chance that you might lose a lot of your profit just because you placed a close entry option. You closed your entry millisecond late or a millisecond early. So it's just all about your timing if you are doing it in a fast market. So you just have to consider yourself lucky, because sometimes luck matters most. And now we're just going $90 across $90. And again, our profit has started to fluctuate, and you can see we are going up and down very simultaneously, but our average is good. So it is expected to go even more. So we'll just continue in this pattern and let's see how much we can do more. Now you can see it has exceeded $90 and then it jumped back to $70. So it started to seem a little risky to me. So we'll just decide to close this instead. Better to close it instead of losing all your balance. And you can see we closed at the balance of $150, and which is a very great balance because, we started from $55 and then we just came to all the way to $150. Now we'll use this $150 balance to make more profit. And let's see how much more we can do. So now we are going to place the trend line, and it is our downgoing trend. So I just misplaced the trend line. It is an upgoing. So you can see we found a good entry. So we started to sell instantly. We started to place sell entries, and now you can see I am going to place the upper. First I placed the upper bar and then I placed the lower bar, and again I then placed a sell entry, and you can see that till now we are doing good profit and we have crossed $20 in profit. So we again decided to place more buy entries. And you can see again we have our profit is increasing and decreasing, which means it is fluctuating, and which is like a normal thing if you are patient enough. But if you are if you just can't bear this pressure, then trading is surely not for you, because it seems a lot of pressure that when profit. Go up or down, it just started to pressurize you, and you can see that again we crossed $20 and the profit boosted suddenly and we crossed $60 in the profit. So you can see that what I was talking about, that sometimes it may boost up and sometimes it may downgrade, and you can see we cross $100 and our profit is boosting. So you can see our technique is working. And again we are placing more sell entries with full margin so that we can make more profit, and there everything is for you. Okay. So you can see the trade is going on good, and it is a really good trade for us. So we have made really good profit and we are expected to make even more. So you just have to stay tuned and see how good this trade goes for us. You can see the profit boosted again, nearing $200. And once more, we play. See more sell entries with full margin. Again, it has started to fluctuate, but it will boost again. We are hopeful about that. Let's see where this goes. It crossed $200 once, then came back, and crossed $200 again. And now I don't think it will come back, and it will go even more. And as it touched $300, we'll place more and more sell entries, and there you can see it has again crossed $300, and then it fluctuated back, and again it is about to touch $300. It again boosted, leading to significant fluctuations in profit. We decided to close it, ending with a profit of $397 and a total balance of $530. We've converted our $5 into nearly $500 using 100x leverage. For actual balance into this total balance, so which is an absolutely great, and you can see that now we will use this $530 balance to make even more from that. And as far as now we have been successful. So as now we found another entry by entry. So we are placing more and more buy entries with full margin. So you can see the trade is going on until now it is going down, but we are hopeful that we go up and make us profit. So let's see what happens and where this trade goes. And we are optimistic that it will also perform well as our previous trades trade. So let's see what happens, and you can see now we are going to place the arrow line, and now we're going to place the trend line on the screen, which you can see, and there I placed the trend line. Which is visible to you. And then we place the upper and lower bays, and you can see the upper bays has been placed, and now we'll place the lower bays, or better we say lower bar. So there it is in front of you, and we are again finding more and more buy entries, so with full margin so that we can make profit, and you can see that profit has started to grow, and it started to grow very fast. You can see as it touched $200, we place more and more buy entries and has boosted again to a very great margin. And again we are using our signature technique, and the result of this great technique are in front of you that we have crossed almost $500 and even $600 in just single trade, and in just profit, and total balance is separate from that, and you can see it is going great. So we are good. We were performing really good, and you can see it is a very great rate, and we are expected to make even more profit. So you can see it has crossed $600 in profit. So you are again placing buy entries with full margin, and there you can see we have crossed $700. We have charged almost $750 better. We say $750 is the actual amount, and we are hopeful to make even more. It's going great. We've even crossed almost $950 and touched $1,000 once before it came back. It is. But again, it has crossed $1,000, even $1,300, and it is going even more. And then it suddenly came back. But it is expected to go more, and there you can see $1,300 in profit. So we are again placing more and more buy. Is with full margin, and there you can see we are still placing entries with full margin, which is our signature technique. And you can see the great results that we have crossed $1,500 and touched 2,000, came back, and again we are expected to get more profit. And you can see everything is in front of you, and our technique is in front of you. Results of our technique in front of you, and you are really good to go. And there you can see we have crossed $2,000 in profit in this single trade. So we are placing more and more buyer entries with full margin. So let's see how much can we make here. And you can see we have crossed almost $3,600 and touched $3,700, and the great results are in front of you that we have crossed almost $5,000 in profit, and our total balance would be $6,200, which we have made in profit till now. So now we'll not stop here, and we'll just continue from here and see how much we can make more from it, from this balance of $6,200. So we'll use this $6,200 in our next trade to make even more. So let's see what happens next. And you have to wait till we find a good entry. So we are adjusting the size of our entry. So let's see how much we do. And you can see we found a sell entry as soon. So we instantly place more and more sell entries with full margin. And you can see all that we have again changed the size of the entry. So now I'm going to mark the arrow on the screen, and then we will just place the bars on the screen. You can see I've placed upper bar, and now I'm going to place that. Lower bar on the screen for you. So you can see I've done it for you, and now let's see how good this trade goes and how much profit we can make from this particular trade. And there it is in front of you, that trade is going good and it is going in our direction, and we are hopeful to make more profit. So let's see how much it is. So there you can see the profit is growing, and you can see it has grown. So the candle is growing. So let's see, everything is in front of you, and we're hopeful that we'll make profit. So let's see how much profit we can make from this trade, as our balance is really good, and you can see that already we have crossed $900 in profit, and now we are again placing more and more shell entries with full margin, so that we can make more profit. And in front of you is our trade. And you can see the candle is still growing, and we have crossed almost $1,300 in profit, and we are expected to make more. So there in front of you, our profit has crossed almost $2,000 already, and it is just the start of the trade. And you can see that because our balance is high. That's why our profit margin is also high, and our profit is growing fast, because you would have noticed that when we started from $5, our profit was also $1, $2, not much than that. But when our balance is high, of course the profit will be good. And you can see that we have grossed $3,000 in profit, and we are even expected to go further than that because our balance was $6,000. So we'll just try to close a trade which is above $6,000. The profit is about $6. That will be our profitable trade. So we'll just wait till then, and if the market does not change its trend, but if it does, so we'll just close it, and you can see that it has changed the trend. So we decided to close the trade, and we closed at a total balance of $10,000, and you can see that we have converted $5 into $10,000, and now we will not stop here, and we will use this $10,000 balance to our next trades and into our next trades and make even more profit from it. So now you can see we are again adjusting the size of entries since our balance is high. So we increase the size of the entry, and you can see that we have placed by entries with full margin, and you can see it is really great. So we are now going to place the lower bar on the screen, and after that we'll place the arrow line on the screen, and then we're going to place for the upper bar on the screen, and you can see I have placed the upper bar on the screen, and our trade is going good because it has started to grow profit. You can see the candle in front of you, and the candle is growing, which means our profit is growing. You can see it has boosted a little, and now we again try to display some buyer entries with full margin, and you can see the profit has crossed $1,500 already. The reason for that I have told you is there are two reasons. That first of all, there are the size of our entries is great, and our profit, our balance is large. So that's why we are like making that much profit. If you're placing large entries, it means you've made more profit. We've almost crossed $3,000 in profit. So, yeah, even expected to go further than that because our balance was really high this time, and you can see we touched $4,000 and then came back and again touched $4,000, and we are like hopeful to get even more than that. And you can see till now it has crossed $4,000 in just like factor of minutes and seconds, and you can see again it is going really good. So we are hopeful that we'll make more in this. So you have to stay with us and see where it ends and how much profit do we make from this particular trade. And it is right in front of you, and you will just see that how good can we do. So we are again placing more and more buy entries with full margin, and our profit has successfully crossed $4,500 almost, and you can see it boosted to grow further then. $5,000, but it then came back again into the bracket of $4,000. So we are still hopeful that it will go again, go up again because it has the potential to do so, because you can see we're till where we have marked the upper bar on the screen. We expect it to go till that point. If it doesn't, that's fine, but we anticipate it will go further. So you can see that our like candle is still growing and we are hopeful to make more profit, and let's see how do we end up in this trade. So it is like really much like advised to you that do only something that you know, don't follow any blind strategy so that you don't end up losing money. And you can see again, we are 4,000. More than $4,000 in profit, and we are expected to go more than that. And you can see the profit fluctuated suddenly and we have crossed $4,000 in profit, and you can see the profit is going great. And there you can see we have crossed $5,000 in profit. And we are expected to go more than that because this trade has the potential to do so. And we'll wait. If the trend does not change, we'll wait for the perfect time to like close the trade and make the maximum profit out of this trade. It should not be your goal to make profit from a trade. Your goal should be to make the maximum profit out of a trade so that you can like get the best profit, and you can like get experience and get the professionalism so you can grow your portfolio like that. And you can see that profit has gone more than $5,000 again, and we are trying to place more and more buy entries with full margin. So let's see where we decide to close it. And now this is the point where we have decided to close the trade because the market is fluctuating very much and it is costing us a fraction of $1,000 if you close it at right time. But luckily we managed to close the trade at a very good moment, and we made a total of $16,532 in this total balance. And our profit was something between $6,000, and it was a great profit for anyone. So that was a great trade. This is all about this strategy, and now if you want to learn more such strategies and about trading, then you should join our Telegram channel, the link to which has been provided in the description. And also this video is for educational purposes only, and we are not your financial advisors. So trade at your own risk. Also, if you want this strategy, then there is a link provided in the description. You should follow that link and you will get the strategy. Also, if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and push the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of the updates from our channel. Because we keep on releasing giveaways and many more things for our subscribers who are regular with our videos, and they get a lot of advantage which are second.